Jolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, because we are in kind of a gap between two arcs where I have to make videos on all the new stuff that's always coming in. I chose right now, I want to do some videos for beginners in this game. So people that just joined the game or are playing this game for the very first time and still looking for their way through all this stuff. And there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, look at the number of videos I already had to make on that stuff. And that's why I want to talk about one more thing today. That's something that's partly there for a long time. It partly got a bit more confusing nowadays because they added something up. And it's kind of an update as well, because I want to talk about faction reputation events. And I want to use the chance to talk about reputation gains as well once again, because since I made the video on the faction reputation in the first place, a lot in this game changed. Faction reputation events, if we go to the events section, I made some videos on events this week, so if you haven't seen them, have a look there. But there are some faction reputation events in your dailies. And those are the, let's say, original faction reputation events. For the Federation, the Romulans and the Klingons, you can have events there. It depends on your reputation with those factions. So if they are angry on you, you don't have for example, don't have an event here. The good thing about these events is that you can choose which one you want to do. At the moment, I'm working hard on the next step in the Klingon reputation, so I'm not always doing all three of them. When I'm not working hard on it, I do all three. They equal each other out usually on the levels where I am, but I want to gain. So I only did the Klingon reputation event last night. And those events are there every 24 hours, always at event change. But we can have a look here. I'm not joining by just clicking join now at that point. It's a spend resources event. So for spending resources, that means Parsteel, Tritanium, Dilithium, or the Sigma versions, you get points for the milestones. You fulfill the milestones, you get the rewards. In my case here, in the highest one, it's 136.2 million Romulan points. Those are the kind of classical faction reputation events. I talked about this in an earlier video. Nothing changed here, but still I want to mention this as one source of your reputation. But then recently, from time to time, there's come in another event. That's the faction reputation challenge. And here for this one, it's an SLB, so a solo leaderboard just for you. You have to gain faction points to score in this leaderboard. And this leaderboard puts some more emphasis on the ways of how gaining reputation. The fun part of this event is it doesn't only count the positive reputation from the event I've just shown you. It also counts the negative points, as it seems. At least that's what I've seen this week in this event. That's why I'm not doing all three of the faction reputation events, because they would single each other out and I would get kind of no points here. And that's why I didn't click join in the beginning as I usually would do, besides the fact that I'm working on the Klingons. This event, as I said, put emphasis on gaining faction reputation. And that's why another reason why I want to talk about this, because the ways of getting reputation have been quite extended since I made videos here. And a few things were added here. Of course, you still have your dailies. You can see it here on my dailies at the moment, where I haven't finished some yet. And I haven't claimed them yet. You see, I have the Klingon reputation here. I get another 226.8 million. Here I get another 453.6 million reputation via the dailies. Then there are more dailies here. I don't know if I finished that yet. Yeah, there it is. It's the same, another 226 and another 453. That's the dailies. That's another source for you beside the faction reputation event. Then we have faction reputation in a number of the new factions that came in, like the X-Borg. There's a faction exchange in here where you can get some reputation as well. It's chance, not fixed, but you can get some here. In the section 31, you can get reputation with wave credits and mirror wave credits. In the Terran faction, I don't know if there were some in here or if it was just the gains. That was just for other factions. But in the DTI, you can get faction reputation as well and faction credits. But you see here, I've got it for the Romulans. There I could get some reputation as well. So in many factions, there's reputation now too. So you have more sources than we had in the past, especially when I started playing this game years ago. That was far more limited than it is nowadays. But the most important thing, it's not for everyone, I know that, and you will have to wait until you get into the higher levels and you can enter mirror universe space. But here is the big reputation gain now. And if we change the view of the map to hostiles, you can see that there are some systems with where it shows minus. In some cases, that just means the ISS Enterprise. But in cases, for example, let's say, take a low one, like Mirror Tau Ceti, the level 40 system, there are Mirror Universe minus in there. And they give you, in the first place, broken ship parts. That's a nice thing. But more importantly, they bring much more reputation than, for example, the faction ships in Sol and Kronos and Romulus that I've shown you in the other video. They give a lot of reputation for all three factions. And that's the reason why I have to make a kind of upgrade video tomorrow again about the faction logs. And they give you reputation for all three factions, and they give you also credits. And that's why your main source of faction reputation from some point will be those hostiles here in the mirror universe. And you, of course, you can get more and more reputation gains with research that is out there. Fleet commanders can boost that. I made videos on the reputation crew, so I will not go there anymore. But you can boost that and collect far more targeted than before as soon as you can enter the mirror universe and hunt the hostiles here, for example, in Tau Ceti at level 40 already. So the amount of reputation you can get is far higher than in the past for the same period of time. And so that's why I wanted to use those events today as a little update on how to get faction reputation. If you want to add something, please write it in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.